Hey there guys, Jimmy from Glassy Gaming here, and if you haven't heard already, there's some bad news, or possibly good news depending on how you look at it, for the TF2 competitive scene. Unfortunately, Froyotech, basically the best team in the world at the moment, or previously, has disbanded. Now, if you don't know who Froyotech is the team that us YouTubers played against in the Froyotech versus YouTubers stream. It was a great event, a lot of fun for everyone involved, and it brought some great attention to the competitive scene, which I really enjoyed. But if you don't know Froyotech, the captain was Banny, with the current, or previously current, members, Ash, Blaze, Clockwork, Dewatna, and Shade, as well as obviously Banny the captain. And they were a great team. They were amazing. They did some very amazing things and set the bar very, very high for competitive teams and invite teams in TF2. And I'm sad to see them go, honestly. I really am. I know that basically what happened was they weren't really practicing, they weren't really scrimming, they weren't really doing that much together as a team, mainly because a lot of them were kind of losing interest in TF2, which makes sense, and quite a few of them were playing a lot of Overwatch, which also makes sense. Now, apparently, during a game, a best-of-3 game with Team Solo Uber, Ash was having some drama with the other players on the team. Exactly what? I don't really know. Some tensions were rising. I guess they were calling him out on dying a lot or something like that, and he threatened to mute his teammates, which is not something you do during a game. I don't really care too much about what you have to say about that. That's really not etiquette for a game. You don't just mute your teammates in the middle of a game, especially a game with money on the line. That's not smart. I guess instead of doing that, he decided to just mute himself, which is even worse, because then you can't hear any of your teammates and they can't hear you. So you basically remove yourself from the game, which is stupid. That's stupid. That was stupid. He ended up leaving the game and leaving the team mid best of 3. They brought in Seymour, the replacement for Ash, to play for the rest of them, and they ended up losing to Team Solo Uber. This was an upsetting loss for them. They placed 3rd for the first time in a long time, from what I understand. And because of this, it seems that Dewatna has left. Blaze, I think, was done after a little bit. And after a while, it just was, released. Hey, Froyotech's done. They've disbanded. No more. And on one hand, it's sad to see them go. I'm sad to see them go because they were a great team. They were a great influence to the community. Banny's a really great dude. I know a lot of people think he's a dickhead, and yes, I'm sure at times he's a dickhead, like any other fucking person in the world. I'm a dickhead. Your best friend's probably a dickhead. Everyone is a dickhead at points, so you can't really fault Banny for that. I've talked to Banny, in his streams. I've played with Banny before. He's a good guy. He's a good guy, and I'm pretty sure he's willing to continue playing TF2. I know Dewatna said he's done. I think Blaze is probably done. Ash is probably done. As for Shade and Clockwork, I don't really know too much about their situation. I know Clockwork has been playing a lot of Overwatch lately, scrimming in Overwatch, so maybe he'll move on to Overwatch. But I know Banny will most likely continue to play TF2. Whether he makes a new team or he just kind of streams it here and there, I don't know. But on that end, I wish all of them best of luck. I wish every single one of those team members, including Ash, best of luck. Yes, Ash leaving in the middle of the game was kind of childish, but, at the same point, I can kind of understand it. Tensions were high, he was feeling insulted, and sometimes, as human beings, you let your own ego and your own mind get the best of you. You can't really fault him for that, man. Yes, he probably fucked up doing that, but, it happens. It's life. You're a human being. You can't really just expect yourself to be perfect, and that's what happened. Regardless, though, I do wish all of them luck, whether it be in TF2, Overwatch, or whatever fucking other game they want to play. And I'm kind of excited to see what happens now. This does mean that Ascent is probably the key in to be the next big team. I mean, they already are a big team with Mela and other, really great players on that team, on that roster. But I have faith that this will likely result in some crazy new things to shake up the community. if Banny makes a new team, we could see a brand new team get formed that could potentially have a shot at being the next Froyotech, you know? And if not, Ascent will likely do a great job filling in as the best team in the world. Or maybe one of the European teams can do that. Or maybe Team Solo Uber is a better team that I've given them credit for, and they'll take that spot. Who really knows? I don't, but it's exciting. It's exciting to know that even though this team is going to, you know, move on to other things, there's still a thriving competitive community to be had. And there's still great opportunities there. And I do suggest that if you don't play competitive TF2, check it out. See if you like it. You know, yes, some of the people there are dicks, but there's people that are dicks everywhere. Dicks literally exist everywhere. Don't be afraid of the dicks in competitive TF2, because there's also amazing, great people in competitive TF2 that are waiting to help you get into it, that are waiting to assist you and help you get better at the game and potentially be the best TF2 player you can be. So try it. Have fun. Again, to Team Froyotech, whether you are moving on to Overwatch or sticking with TF2 or just quitting games in general, best of luck. I know life is hard, and I know this is probably, you know, a scary thing for you to leave something as big as this, but you can progress and you can move forward, and I have faith in all of you guys. Banny, Ash, Blaze, Clockwork, Duatna, Shade, you guys are going to be fine. I know you are. Most of you are great streamers, and if you aren't great streamers, I'm sure you're great people regardless. So, good luck for everything. Good luck. And to the other competitive teams that are, you know, vying for the top spot, good luck to you as well. I'm glad you're sticking with us, and I hope to see more from you guys. Some amazing plays, some amazing tactics. I want to see it happen, man. Let's get to it. Thank you all for watching and listening. Rest in peace, Froyotech. GG. Peace the fuck out.